This is day 10 of curing bipolar disorder 1 with a ketogenic diet and other behavioral changes. We're focused on sleep right now. So last night I made the mistake of eating another late dinner. Ate dinner at 9:30. Big, like I'm keeping with the same dinner, just as a control. Like this has to change. This actual content of the dinner has to change. It's this red lentil pasta sauce, chicken, bread, all this kind of stuff. It's very heavy, and I can like feel this pudginess like setting in. And I'm a pretty active guy. I went to bed at 10, and I had the alarm set for 7:30. I woke up, I had way too much water, way too much milk, I think, late at night, and I woke up to pee at 2:30, like, and had to actually pee, not just waking up when I happened to have to pee. So I only got 4.5 hours of sleep, and then I was tossing and turning until the alarm went off. So I woke up, like, not feeling rested. And the thing is, like, that feeling of not being rested for me, I realized today that it usually comes with a lot of, I don't know if it's inflammation or what, but I'll start sneezing a lot, and my eyes will itch, and I'll feel just as like this fuzziness at the front of my head. And I do believe maybe that's some inflammatory response, and I just wonder like how much that's connected with all of this other stuff. I've printed off, there's a handful of like a dozen sources in this literature review that I finished reading, and I could only print off like some of them. So I have like a new pile of research that I need to do. Ketogenic diet as a metabolic therapy for bipolar disorder, clinical developments, prevalence and correlates of sleep disorder symptoms in psychiatric disorders, such as bipolar disorder, metabolic syndrome in patients with severe mental illnesses. This one's a bit older. This one's from 2004, which is like, relative to this type of research, is quite old. Ketogenic diets and physical performance, because that's a big question that I have relative to like starting this diet, is that it's lower in protein, and I just wonder like, am I able to trigger a ketogenic state even if I have a really high protein and that goes with like high fat content? We'll see. I don't even know how to fucking read this one. Pyruviate? Oh. How do you read this? A pyruvate dehydrogenase complex disorder hypothesis for bipolar disorder. Whatever it is, there's something in there. Exploring the role of ketone bodies in the diagnosis of and treatment of psychiatric disorders. I feel like I've already read this one, 2023. I think I've already read this one, but I guess it never hurts to read it twice. Diet-induced ketosis in adult patients with subacute acquired brain injury. I'm almost cellular calcium in bipolar disorder, differential responses to lithium in hyperexcitable neurons from patients with bipolar disorder. That I'll be very interested to see. Ketogenic diet decreases oxidative stress and improves mitochondrial respiratory complex activity. I'll be honest, I don't understand all of this, but I understand enough of it to give me enough of an understanding to understand the next thing, Like, it's like, if I can understand 70% of the thing, then it helps move to the next thing, and I understand maybe 30% more than I would have otherwise. So all that said, today was very productive. It was a little bit sad. I used to go see my barber. That was like the only person I interacted with so far today. Probably see some people at yoga or at the gym tonight. Today, 7.3 out of 10. Again, the scale is 10 out of 10. I wish every day was like this. 0 out of 10. I can't live like this anymore. 7.3 because I was productive, work was not as stressful, and I was a little bit tired and maybe a little bit lonely. So I am volunteering at church on Saturday. I know I said that I would do 2-stepping tonight, but it's like one thing at a time. I feel really anxious about it, and I will feel really anxious about it when I go back to do it, 2-stepping lessons. But just pace yourself. One of my friends told me that like not to be obsessed about this and not to do everything all at once, like have some patience. And I've been praying for patience and peace. Last night I didn't feel like praying, but I still got on the side of my bed and prayed for a few moments just to continue that golden thread of divinity. That's it. See you next time.